Hey guys, welcome back to Flotsam. I am Tide, and today we're going to kick off from where we left off last time. So we're in need of some more water and definitely some more food. We have some fishing chairs set up and we have some more dry racks for the fish as well. So the main thing we're going to need now is probably to get some firewood made. So we can come over here and get a bunch lined up. And then we're also going to get a bunch of water lined up as well. Got 7 bits of wood on the go with 7 bits of water. Now we should probably also grab anything that's left in this area. So all of this seaweed, we're going to need that. That's going to allow us to make some more rope. And I think, apart from that, it's probably about time we get some beds for these guys. Now, beds are going to need more plastic than we currently have, so that's going to be the next focus. And then apart from that, we're also going to need this research station. And that only needs a little bit of wood, which we have plenty of. We also have 23 more bits that are drying. And as you can see, there's some dry wood here that needs picking up and some more drying there. Once we have the rope for it, we already have a piece that we can add on here actually. We're going to upgrade all of these drying racks. And I want to see if you can... Okay, so you can't upgrade the fish drying racks. Would have been nice if you could, but sadly we cannot. Now, there's 12 bits of seaweed there, I think. We need 3 in total to upgrade these. We need 3 rope to upgrade these fully. And then the rest of the seaweed we can turn into even more rope that we can use for some of the researched buildings later on. So seaweed is always good to have. I think we can even make them eat it, so it's probably good to invest in that research station pretty soon. So they've salvaged the town, we just need this plastic now. And then I don't think there's anything else in this area that we've missed. There's a little bit of wood there. And... okay, so where did we come from last time? So none of these have been completed. Over here has been completed. None of these have. So what I might do is we either head over this way or we can head over this way. So I think we're going to probably head over that way, but we need to make sure that we got all of the plastic first. And we've got a little bit of seaweed left over to make some more rope. These guys are busy working away. Thankfully we have just enough food to kind of tie them over, but we definitely need to get everyone fishing. And cool, we got one more bit of rope. I'm going to put it on there. Plastic wise, we have 7 bits left. And I'll line up a lot of this just to clear some space, because once you actually use that, as you can see the numbers go down here. Sadly it doesn't free up the storage, but that's understandable. It would be a little bit broken if you could just remove stuff for storage. Now, I'm not going to be able to fit storage in here. I'm sure at some point we will move the desalinator. We could put storage all along here. Yeah, that's a tough one. I can imagine fitting it in quite nicely here. So I probably will put it here, because we eventually will have more wood drying racks if we want. And we'll move the desalinators. Oh, yeah, I think we'll put it there. But that needs crafting, and luckily they've got all of the plastic from there anyway. So the next thing we need is to get some food for these guys. Now, obviously over here there's a lot of stuff, so we could go over there. There's fish and wood right there. There's more seaweed, fish, plastic and wood here. Like this could be a really good spot if we go like there. Yeah, right there. That gives us access to this island, the seaweed, the fish and the plastic. We won't get any more wood, but I think for now we might be alright. And then I can complete this island, this island, this island and this island. Because I don't want to be leaving any of them off. So yeah, there's a bunch of scrap there, there's a bunch of seaweed here. Let's grab the seaweed. And where is that plastic? Oh, there's another island there, that's outside of our reach. Where is the... I feel like this plastic is way outside as well. This plastic, this wood. Okay, wait, let me check on the map again. Yeah, there's definitely supposed to be plastic here. And... yeah, that plastic that I can see there is from a different pile. It's possible that we already... grabbed... wait. Okay, it's saying there's a load of plastic here, but I can't see any, so I'm not sure if there's a visual glitch. Or is it... oh, it hadn't spawned yet. That makes perfect sense. It was all underneath the waves. And also, now there are fish within range. So we should be able to get some people fishing. But we are going to need to free up some more space. And we need people crafting and completing their tasks. So got a little bit of stuff backlogged. Hopefully we can get some of these fish. I'm sure at some point one of these guys will sort out the additional storage, and then once we have the additional storage, yep, then we can work on getting everything that we need. Now, I'm not sure how we trigger people to go fishing or what we have to do, but for now this plastic is a huge priority. And so is the seaweed, because the rope is going to be used a lot later on. Okay, so he's nearly crafted all of that rope. And the additional storage we have is nearly full already again. What can we get rid of here? Well, if we start turning wood into firewood and wood into planks, that's going to save us some room. Same is going to go for the seaweed and additionally the plastic. So I think once they've picked everything up, or what they can pick up, we probably just want them on these different machines here, slowly kind of churning through our backlog of items. Now, this is hopefully going to allow us to craft the research station. Not sure why they're not prioritizing this. Oh, this makes sense. I had it prioritized here. So, tomorrow they're going to run out of food again, but this guy, he is fishing and he's already caught 4 fish. Okay, so he's got a bunch of food for us. Now, bed-wise, we can obviously put a bed in here. Do I want to put beds in there? I feel like I want beds over this side. I think for now I might build like 6. And yeah, we're out of food now. On top of that, we're very low on water. He needs to get making more. But we're going to get more planks made. They've caught a lot of fish. They need to put them on the racks though. These are awaiting upgrade. So there's a lot for them still to do. Hopefully everyone's going to get around to it. It seems, yeah, we have a lot kind of backlogged. We should now have quite a lot of fish. Yeah, this is piling up. And it requires 3 fish just to make 1 dried bottle fish, it seems. So actually, you have to fish quite a bit for that. But I believe you can eat it once it's in this form, although it's not good for you. So hopefully he's going to get the last remaining fish from here. Everyone else is pulling their weight in the different factories. We definitely need someone on there. We could do with just setting someone's duties to crafting. And okay, so we have like him as a fisherman, him as crafter, and him as a builder. And additionally, the builder, we can have him on crafting duties too. So there's a bunch of fish here and a bunch here. We might be good to head over to the new location in a sec. He's kind of filling up each of these storage containers. But do you want to slow things down a bit? Don't want to rush it too much. So what is it that we need for the research station? Well, we need 4 more planks. And we actually have 4 more crafting now. I'm going to craft as much as I can as well. Don't want to put too much more of this onto craft just yet, because this is going to take people away from other jobs. And we actually have a lot of rope already. That is awaiting resources. Now I know for a fact that we have rope, so it shouldn't really be waiting for anything. It might be worth redoing these just because we didn't actually have any rope when we first set them up. Oh, and we can see the fish have actually been fully caught now. So he's going to start moving the fish. Great. So, yeah, I need to kind of hold off for the research station here. But what we can do is add in maybe like that there. So we'll have 6 beds here when we're finished. And then on the other side of that here, we can have the research station. The research station is going to be really, really important. So we need to get that built. We could also look at moving the desalinator and getting a lot more storage here because we are definitely running out. But there is a good chance that we can actually research something new. Do I want to put this just in the middle? It might take up a little bit of room and look a little bit kind of in the way, but it could be quite nice giving it like a big bit of room. How do I want to do this? Because the research station is pretty key. Oh, and you can actually fit 2 beds with it. Well, we could put it here and then we'll have some extra beds, allowing us to have eventually 8 drifters here, I think. So I think that will work nicely. And we want to add one on this side. And then once we have that extra plank, we'll add another one in the middle. Okay, so I'm back. Just had a few little things to sort. It came up quite abruptly, but yeah, let's keep getting on with this. So we've got the research station here, and we're going to link that now so that has access to the power. So we should be able to link it to the town heart. Now it's not letting me link that there. Will it let me link this here? Okay, so it looks like this might actually be out of reach. So to solve that, we are going to need an electrical pole, which I had not originally planned for, but we will grab one nonetheless. And we're also going to make some more water. Then the first thing that we want is probably the solar still, because once we get the solar still, we don't need the desalinator anymore. Admittedly, we need a lot of solar stills, but we'll eventually be able to get rid of this. Now, some people have actually managed to have like a good night's sleep. We've got some fish on here. Plastic over here, it would be good if they got it. I think what I might do just to help them out is move the boat slightly over there. But then after that, I think we'll move over here and we can get the wood from here. We can also get the new fish as well. Another good thing to research would actually be the unbottler. This is going to help us to make our fish a little more natural and get rid of any of the toxins and things that seem to be in them. Okay, great. So what we can see here is we can actually now link this here, and then we can link this here. And that makes our electrical grid, or at least the start of it. Looking back, I probably should have put the research station here. Would have saved me some components, and I might even look at moving it back at some point, to be fair. And then we can have more beds here instead. But it's not the end of the world. And now we're researching the unbottler, which is definitely a necessary item. So, for the most part, we have everything now created that we can make without research. So it's just going to be a matter of time until we start to get more drifters and also unlock more buildings. Okay, so scrap-wise, we're going to need access to a new type of workstation. And we already have 35 metal scrap, and I believe we actually left some metal scrap behind at this island, which we didn't want to do, but we don't have the storage to hold it. Actually, we probably could. It's gonna take up a little bit more room than I'd like, but we might be able to go back and grab that. Food-wise though, we're definitely very much on the edge. And because of that, I think we're going to need to go fishing pretty much straight away. Now, let's have a look how big this unbottler is. Okay, so the unbottler takes up a little bit of space. It also needs power, so realistically, it kind of makes more sense if these were just by the front of the boat, but we can move these later. And we can reorganize things. But now we just need it so that we can actually reduce some of the pollution that our drifters are having when they eat. And also I think your food goes a little bit further with the unbottler, but I might be incorrect. Because if we look over here, so these are unbottled. Okay, so it still takes up the same, as you can see here. It's giving you less pollution. And this can link to here. So, cleansed and unbottled fish. Oh, and you actually get the plastic from it, which is great. Sweet. That's really, really useful. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Plastic is all used up. So let's head here and grab the fish. Sweet. So now our guys are going to get fishing again. And hopefully this will allow us to get a little bit more food prepared for the next part of our adventure. We're also going to take this as an opportunity to grab some more wood, because we have not had any kind of refills for a little while on that, so we're kind of onto our last legs, and we are going to be needing some more. There's a lot of plastic lined up to be cooked, and we can get a lot more firewood going. Additionally, we're also going to get a bit more water lined up. And I'll even do some more rope. when it comes to research, what do we want next? Well, chop your seaweed into seaweed salad. Okay. So 3 seaweed gives us a little seaweed sheet, and 2 gives us fluid seaweed. Okay, so it looks like there's not a whole lot of pollution from these, but you still do get some pollution. The seaweed grower would probably be the best thing to do. Maybe we can try and make everyone vegetarian on here. Get rid of the need to fish and have a really big seaweed farm. So I'm going to research that next, and then I'm going to research the seaweed grower and the solar still, so that we can be completely almost autonomous with our food and water production. I do want to see someone unbottling the fish. Okay, he sort of just floats there and kind of just gives the fish like a rub. Okay, great. Well, he's still catching more, which is always good for us, because we need 3 fish minimum. And we can add those. Take these. It'd be good if we could take these off. But we are definitely getting more and more food. Can't actually see how much fish is there. Oh, it's on here. So there's 8 fish left. And I'm going to need more boats as well, because someone is having to sleep, yeah, on the research station. And in addition to that, someone's gone hungry today. So we're not doing great, but we're not falling too far behind. Now, we still need the wood. I think we need to reorganize some of this. And reorganize some of that. Just to get people focused on what they need to be doing. Because, like, generating power for the boat is probably the last thing we need. Yeah, I can turn... Yeah. Oh, actually, I take it back. We need power at the research station and to power the fisherman bottler. So someone is going to have to do that. And then, yeah, we can continue researching. Because the quicker we get this, the quicker we can turn all of our seaweed into food. And if I'm correct, there is a seaweed pile here, or a seaweed covered rocks. There's another seaweed pile here. So that's going to be ideal for us to get more food. And quite quickly. Finally, we do need this plastic producing. The only other thing I could think that maybe would be beneficial today for us to do is look if we could actually find another drifter. But I've not seen anything on the map yet. And I can't see any further than that. Yeah, we've not actually found any sort of location that anyone is living at or anything like that yet. Now, you can actually see through the fog usually to find islands, but yeah, so there's one down here somewhere. What was that? Definitely one around here. Yeah, there. So we can check around there. There's one up there. Okay, we know there's some over off to the right. Well, the polluted wood has been fully harvested. We probably want to wait until we get all of the fish, because there's not much more left to do. This still needs doing, this still needs doing, so... Who is it? So top deck's the one fishing. But we could do with having these guys crafting at workshops. Okay, great. So now they're onto the crafting process. Oh, and I just realised these have been extended, so we've definitely got enough space for all of the wood now. And he's on the last fish. Or is that the fish done? Okay, great. I think that might be a bug. He definitely pulled up something, but then he didn't actually get anything. Nonetheless, let's move over here. And get ready to grab some seaweed. So we are going to craft up some food. So we want to get everyone over here salvaging. And you can see there's some wood here we can grab. We definitely need the wood. We need that. And it looks like this actually needs electricity, and it also needs metal. So for that, we're going to have to research the scrapsmith. Once we got that, the scrapsmith can go here. I might move the beds. I also think we've managed to stick a little bit of our boat into the island, but it doesn't seem too much of an issue. So yeah, today has mostly been a lot of chores and kind of catching up with some crafting. But we have upgraded our drying racks, we've added some more storage, we've finally got fish sorted, and we're slowly kind of clinging on with food. We've got an unbottler, which has really helped us to get some actually just normal fish finally, which has really lowered the pollution, and it's gained us some plastic. But we are going to need the scrapsmith, so as soon as we can get this researched, the better. On day 10, seaweed covered rocks have been fully cleared off, and that's quite nice. You can actually see now there's no algae or anything on them. They kind of change in appearance. So we do need the wood. I'm going to drop a little buoy here. And hopefully they'll go and grab some of that once they wake up in the morning. I kind of wish there was a way to kind of skip night. Nighttime does feel a little bit unnecessary because people don't work. It'd be great if they added some kind of perk where actually certain individuals could work through the night, or maybe they sleep in the day and work through the night, so that you always have like a constant cycle. I think that would be really interesting to have like a night owl. And again, everyone is hungry, but we are going to be crafting up some sushi for them soon. I am considering deconstructing this as well, because if we're going full on the sushi, it would be good, but I think in the meantime we're going to need all of this because, well, quite honest, just being honest, we don't really have a lot of food as it is. We're again running low on plastic, and wood is very low, plus we need firewood now. I think if we were to get a fourth drifter, it would help because we need someone kind of manning more of the stations, but we'd also have that additional mouth to feed, which is kind of proving difficult now. We are hitting like a little bit of a wall where there's just a lot that needs doing each day. And that might just be down to me and kind of poor micromanagement, but I think I'm going to deconstruct that. That will get us back a little bit of plastic and wood. And I am tempted to deconstruct that as well, but we'll hold off for now. I want to see how big this is, the little chop shop. And we do need to... Okay, so we've already researched the scrapsmith apparently. Oh, and the scrapsmith is actually bigger. I think I'm going to get rid of the desalinator and then put the scrapsmith there, and then we'll remake the desalinator. I'm hoping that this fits as well. It should do. I think he needs to pick up a little bit more. Sweet. So we've got that down now. And then this can just sit somewhere like here for now. You've got most of the wood. How much is left? 7 bits. We should probably hang on for that, because when we're crafting up this, it does use up a lot. It's not quite essential as I'd like, but we can live with it. So we are on a race for more resources, but this is going to allow us to start getting some metal, and we already have scrap, so it's not exactly too much trouble. So we need the firewood and we need the metal scrap. So let's make a... Can I cancel that? No, I can't. Sit. That's not good. Right, let's cancel that. 3 of those. We need 3 of those. 4. Then add another 2. And another 2. So how much is it that we need for our seaweed grower? Seaweed grower just needs 3. So we can take 2 off of that. And we can take 2 off of that. Now if we have completed everything around here, we might as well go and grab more fish and more seaweed. And then once we have this seaweed and the fish, I think we should probably try and find our next drifter. As we are beginning to kind of go around now in circles with what we're doing. Okay, so we're now low on plastic. How can we maybe get a little bit more of that? So there's 3 massive piles over here. So once we've grabbed a little bit of fish, some seaweed, let's head over this way. And then I think we actually might want to explore out here. There's an island there. There's an island around here. Yeah, island there and an island there. So we can definitely explore those. Let's get them harvesting all of that. It would make sense to grab this scrap, but I don't think we really want to waste time doing that right now. Once again, these guys are now like fast asleep. The fish that we're getting, there's still a lot of fish to go, and there's still a lot of seaweed that needs grabbing. But there's not much else to do, so really, once the morning comes, they should finish their duties and we can move on. I would like to kind of get maybe the seaweed grower and the solar still before the end of like this episode, but I think we're getting a little bit pushed on time. So we'll see. This might be just a little bit of like a longer episode that runs over, so we'll see how it goes. So here we've got top deck grabbing a little bit more fish. We can unbottle those eventually, but yeah, there's a few fish that seem to be kind of slipping through the unbottler. And oh, that's because I've made a mistake there myself. So I need to actually set them to the unbottled version, and then they won't get put on there until we have the unbottled fish ready. Now, people are prioritizing crafting, whereas I need someone to prioritize salvage and grabbing the seaweed. So hopefully now one of these guys should go and get all the seaweed. Yep, sweet. So Dipper's grabbing the seaweed. He's going to have to make one more run, and then we're ready to go. And we can go get all the plastic. So grab the seaweed, hop back on board. There's a little bit more fish left, I think. Not much more. He's got 4 more. Oh, and they're both fishing. So that's going to be great. That's going to speed things up astronomically. In fact, we have so much fish to unbottle, we might as well get him on there. What's he doing now? Is he just sorting stuff out? Okay, fair enough. Anyway, he's moving the fish over to the unbottler. Great, so he's on there washing those. I think they wash quite quickly. And then we should get a bunch of food from that. Additionally, we want to craft up a bunch of water. Right, so now that's done and this place is clear, we're going to head over to the first plastic pile. Going to grab that, and then we're going to try and get the solar still researched. So that's the island we were at earlier. Let's bump that up to all three of them so they can kind of help out. And then we're going to need this put up to pretty much max. So he's grabbing us some more energy. I feel like I want to be able to put the energy on like a lower priority. But there's not a lot I can do about it. And without more of this plastic, we can't even make more storage at the minute. So hopefully if he grabs a few of the floaters, then we can pop another piece of storage down. Yeah, we're going to do that straight away. Because we're going to have more than enough plastic coming in. So let's just move that kind of equal spacing as the other one. And we've got 34 seaweed, so that realistically that's 10 bits of food. There are inefficient energy grids. Well, all of these seem to be efficient. The issue is that we need a lot of power for everything that's going on. Yeah, we've only just caught up to the amount of power we have. And here we have some unbottled fish, although they still seem to have the bottles on. Maybe they're the... Oh no, so that is a dried bottle fish. But these are going to get moved over and they're going to get dried out. Yeah, we definitely need all of this plastic now turned into floaters. I can't prioritize any more than that. But I believe we can set someone to focus on crafting. And day 12 report seems, I'm assuming, to be quite good. Daily gain, we're down on energy, we're down on food. But we crafted quite a bit, and we also gathered quite a bit. Once they wake up in the morning, we'll be ready to go again. We're just a little bit of plastic away from this chop shop now. And again, I'll probably put this just on the back with the desalinator. So everyone is hungry, everyone is thirsty, but we have got wood on the way. And we are just one or two more bits of plastic away from the chop shop, which is going to instantly give us a bunch of food. Additionally, I would probably... Right, let's see how big this is. Okay, so the chop shop isn't that big. It's actually really cool because it looks like a fish. Let's get that built there for now. And in addition to that, is there anything we can research? So we need the solar still researched, and we need solar panels we can research later. Dishwasher. Okay. I think seaweed grow is the next thing. We should have enough plastic for that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're one bit of plastic off the 8th, but we already have 3 here. Okay, sweet. So this is done. Right. So I think we're gonna not be bothered about the pollution. Okay, is everyone at about half pollution? Oh, okay. Basically, when their pollution maxes out, they have to take a day off of work. So it might be worth... This will give us 15, 16 bits of food, and this will give us 11. I think we're going to go for this. There's not much difference. But we need the lower pollution levels, I think. Great, so... I think now, if we're going to do anything else before the end of this episode, it is going to be researching that solar still. and making sure we know what we need to craft it. So it's just wood and a lot of plastic. Well, since we need so much more plastic, let's get moved over here. We can grab all of this, and then next episode we can come in, get the solar steel made, and maybe even make like 2, 3, 4 of them, make a really big grid. But let's just try and get it researched. And then maybe we could even have a hunt for drifters. Because I would really like to get to about 6 drifters, maybe even 8. Because once we get to that amount, everyone's kind of got their own job, everyone's doing a different kind of task on the boat. It's going to make things a lot easier, but we will need to feed them more. And again, actually the boats later on will help a lot with that. The quicker we get these boats, and they're actually really cheap to research, but that's going to help a lot, and it gives you a lot bigger sort of a range that you can go. I believe there's also watchtowers which will increase visibility radius in the overworld, so it might be worth making these. Do I research this? I think we're going to research this, and then we're going to craft one of these before the end of the episode, and then we'll leave the solar steel for next time. Because we can actually afford this, unlike the other bits. In fact, we can already afford it, so let's see where it goes. Okay, we don't get it until it's researched. I'm hoping it doesn't need power. I wouldn't imagine it needs power. Yeah, the only issue is that I've kind of already built to the edge on this side, unless we just have one on the back and one on the front. I'm not sure how many you need. Okay, watchtower is researched. Okay, it does not say how it changes things. Just will increase the research, will increase the view radius. Well, I guess we could just put it here. I'm hoping this allows us to see like a lot more. Because otherwise it's kind of a pointless build. But it didn't cost too much. And if it needs electricity, it's right at the front. So let's put this on slow. It's ready for use. Okay, wow, that's a lot more room. And in fact, there is a drifter there. It's very tempting to go a little bit longer with this episode, actually, just so that we can maybe get the additional drifter. But these guys need to hurry up and prioritize this plastic. So let's drop that there. These guys are on crafting duty. We're going to change that so he makes, and then yep, let's get all of these guys salvaging. And hopefully they grab a little bit just before they go to bed. Cool. I think we can quite easily grab a little bit more plastic. And then we'll be ready to go. So we've already got 45 bits here. That's going to get us 10, about 11 more floaters. During the night, a campfire was spotted. A survivor might need our help. A waypoint has been added to the compass. So we know there's a survivor there. And we now know that there's a survivor over here. Okay, that's something that I've not experienced before. Well, let's get this guy back on the boat. Let's get the plastic crafted and all the planks. They're just grabbing the last remaining bits of this. And then, yeah, we'll get over to the island where the drifter is. And let's cook up a little bit more food. Great. It seems that we've gone through that sushi really quickly, but hopefully that will restock our food very easily. Right. Let's go and get our 4th drifter. And we're going to need the sushi as well. Or should I say the seaweed for the sushi? So, who have we got here? He's an influencer. Great. Let's feel like he's useless then. And he's garbage juicer. Well, let's rescue him. Maybe he has some he's apparently really good at fish. Oh, maybe he was like a fisher, like on like TV or something, like personality. And he's just like vibing at this campfire. Surely if you saw a boat come in, you'd just get off straight away. Okay, great. We now have a 4th dude called Girlfriend. Well, I was searching the... Okay, I missed out on that then. Does he have any... Okay, wasn't sure if he had like a little backstory or if it said anything about what he might also have with him. Right, well this episode is getting on to a little bit of the longer duration. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it there for now. And then next episode we can go and get our 5th drifter. And we can also look at finally getting access to the solar still and the seaweed planters so that we can get our food and water system completely autonomous. Well, thank you to anyone who's watched this point. Please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me with growing the channel. I've been Tide. I'll see you guys in the next episode.